Greetings and welcome to another edition of The Great Goddess. Praise be to Goddess. Praise be to Goddess. Well, here it is another Wednesday, and I'm sure you all heard what happened earlier today. Yes, our cell phones buzzed, and my cell phone buzzed 5 times. And I finally had to turn it off because it kept buzzing. And it was because of the presidential alert. President Trump sent out a presidential alert to all the cell phones in America. And I just have a message for the president. Please stop it. Just leave our cell phones alone and leave us alone. Just leave us alone. Quit bothering us. Leave it alone. And today's topic is hidden animal foods, hidden animal ingredients in foods. And I'm going to read you some of the lists quite briefly because we have to speed things up because my computer overheats, so I have to speed things up. So I'm going to read to you some vegan breads because bread is often the biggest offender when it comes to animal ingredients that are hidden in the food. And I'm going to read you this list of vegan breads. Thomas's Bagels, Thomas's Sahara Pita Pockets, and Thomas's Tortilla Wraps. Not Thomas's English Muffins. Those contain animal ingredients. So not Thomas's English Muffins, but yes to Thomas's Bagels, Sahara Pita Pockets, and Thomas's Tortilla Wraps. Cobblestone Bread Company, Arnold Bread Company, Trader Joe's, and Food for Life that makes Ezekiel bread. Now I know that they do have a biblical theme. They advertise their bread with Ezekiel 4:9, but they are vegan, so you can have that bread. Also, Bloomfield Farms vegan sandwich bread and Weight Watchers English muffins. So you can still have English muffins, but they have to be Weight Watchers brand. So those are some vegan brands. Here's some brands of bread that are not vegan that you should not have. No to Country Hearth. No to Hostess Cupcakes, Twinkies, etc. They use lard in Hostess Twinkies, just so you know, and Hostess Cupcakes. They use animal lard, so you don't want those. No Gardettos. It contains Worcestershire sauce. No Mission Flour tortillas because they use lard in their flour tortillas. Yes to original Chex Mix, but not the cheddar flavored kind of Chex Mix. So you just want the original Chex Mix. No to honey roasted peanuts or peanut butter sweetened with honey. Now, oftentimes you'll see natural brands of peanut butter that have honey in them. And you don't want to have those. You want to have the peanut butter that's free of honey. Watch out. Coke makes drinks with fish gelatin. Lilt Zero, Kia Ora Orange Squash, no added sugar, and Schweppes Orange Squash are all made with fish gelatin. So especially if you have a fish allergy, those are brands of Coke products you want to watch out for. Now, granted, those brands of Coke products are mainly sold in Britain, so you probably won't see them in the States. But if you do see Lilt or Lilt Zero, know that it's made with fish gelatin. Now, there's animal ingredients and everything, and I have a master list of animal ingredients. Now, not all of the animal ingredients are listed because some of them are repetitive, some of them are different forms of the same. So if you really want the master list of animal ingredients, I recommend looking it up on the internet. But here, without any further ado, is animal ingredients I've identified in foods. Albumin is egg white, so you want to watch out for albumin. Anchovies, sometimes disguised as natural flavor. So especially if you have a fish allergy, if it says natural flavor, you want to contact the manufacturer especially if it's a savory food, and make sure that it doesn't contain anchovies. Animal shortening: butter, soot, and lard. So if you see soot, butter, or lard as animal shortening ingredients in foods. Carmine, cochineal, and carminic acid. Those are ground up insects. They're found in certain beverages, so you really want to watch the ingredients, and especially red beverages, and see if there's any cochineal or carmine in it. Casein and caseinate, milk proteins. Again, found in breads mostly, so you want to watch out for those. Gelatin. Gelatin is made from the bones, hooves, cartilage, tendons, and skin of animals. And gelatin is like Jello, and also certain multivitamins, multigummies have gelatin in them. And you just want to watch out for the gelatin. Glucose, dextrose, animal tissues and fluids, sometimes fruits. So glucose or dextrose could come from fruit, but it could also come from an animal, so you want to check with the manufacturer to find out if it has an animal source. Glycerides. Now this is a big offender. You find this in bread a lot. Often you see glycerides. I can't count the number of times I've seen glycerides as an ingredient. Mono, di, and triglycerides, made from glycerol from animal fat, or it could be made from plants. So you want to check with the manufacturer to find out if it's made from plants or not. And that's a bread dough conditioner. Isinglass, gelatin from air bladder of a sturgeon, which is a fish. A clarifying agent in alcohol and some jelly desserts. So even alcohol is unsafe because alcohol is filtered with animal ingredients. So you want to check with the manufacturer and make sure no animal ingredients were used. Lactic acid, from milk sugar, lactose, found in cheese, yogurt, pickles, olives, sauerkraut, candy, frozen desserts, chewing gum, and fruit preserves. So if you see lactic acid, obviously you want to avoid that food. Lactose, saccharin, lactin, or D-lactose, milk sugar, in baby formulas and sweets. So you also want to watch out for lactose as well. Also, lactylic stearate, a salt of stearic acid made from tallow, animal fats, and oils, found as a conditioner in bread dough. So you'll see lactylic stearate or stearic acid as an ingredient. Lanolin, waxy fat from sheep's wool, found in chewing gum and lotion. So you want to watch out for lanolin. Lard, fat from abdomens of pigs and cows, found in baked goods, refried beans, and tortillas. Not all tortillas. You want to look at the ingredients to find out if there's lard. Make sure there's no lard. Lecithin, phospholipids from animal tissues or from plants or egg yolks. If it says soy lecithin, it's all right. So you look for soy lecithin on the ingredients list. Natural flavorings can be meat or other animal products. Oleic acid, animal tallow, solid fat of sheep and cattle, and it's found in butter, cheese, vegetable oils, spice, candy, ice cream, beverages, and condiments. So you want to watch out for oleic acid or oleic acid. Pepsin, enzyme from pigs' stomachs, used with rennet to make cheese. So you look for rennet or pepsin on the ingredients list, obviously. Propolis, collected by bees, found in chewing gum and natural medicine. Stearic acid, octadecanoic acid, made from tallow, animal fats, and oils. Used in vanilla flavoring, chewing gum, baked goods, beverages, and candy. So you want to look for stearic acid or octadecanoic acid on the ingredients list. Suet or suet. Hard white fat around kidneys and loins of animals. Found in margarine, mincemeat, and pastries. And I know it's really gruesome, but soot or suet. And it's also found in bird seed, so don't feed your feathered friends suet. Tallow, solid fat of sheep and cattle, found in margarine. Vitamin A, A1 or retinol. Vitamin obtained from vegetables, egg yolks, or fish liver oil. And obviously fish liver oil is off limits for the majority of vegetarians. Found in vitamin supplements, fortified breakfast cereals, low-fat and skim milk, and margarine. And vitamins are hiding everywhere, so you want to watch out for those. B12, synthetic form is vegan. Found in supplements, fortified foods such as cereals, soy milk, etc. So B12 is 9 times out of 10, B12 is from a vegan source, but it could be from an animal, so check with the manufacturer and make sure. Vitamin D, D1, D2, and D3. D2 is made from animals, plants, or yeast. D3 comes from fish liver oils or lanolin. There is a vegan version of D3 made from lichen. It is available, but you have to search for it. And vitamin D is found in all sorts of things. Supplements, fortified foods such as milk, margarine, yogurt, and orange juice. So you want to check with the manufacturer and make sure that it's not from an animal source. All right, whey. Whey is a milk protein, so it is an animal ingredient. Found in crackers, breads, cakes, and processed foods. So you want to look for whey on the package. Sodium stearoyl lactylate. And you'll see this on breads. Sodium stearoyl lactylate. An esterification of stearic acid and lactic acid. Found in processed foods, baked goods. Also known as octadecanoic acid, 2,1-carboxy-ethoxy, 1-methyl-2-oxoethyl ester, sodium salt, propanoate, sodium sterol 2-lactylate, sodium stellate, propionate, stearic acid, or sodium stearate. And those are things to all watch for in the ingredients list. Datum: diacetyl tartaric acid ester of mono and diglycerides, E472E, emulsifier used in dough, added to rye, biscuits, coffee whiteners, salsa, con queso, ice cream, and salad dressings. Now the next ingredient is vegan, but people sometimes use it in animal products. So this is tartaric acid, found in fruit, not an animal ingredient. And I double checked this to make sure it wasn't. Cream of tartar, used to whip up egg whites. And you don't need that because it's used to whip up egg whites. Confectioner's glaze, animal product. Found in candy, candied nuts such as cinnamon almonds. And it's also found in chocolate-coated raisins. So you want to look at the ingredients to check for this confectioner's glaze. It's made from insects. L-cysteine, amino acid, animal product, found in bread. So L-cysteine. Lutein, from marigolds and egg yolks used as a food coloring. So you want to check with the manufacturer to make sure the lutein is from a marigold and not an egg yolk. Cetyl alcohol, found in dolphins and whales. Substitute vegetable cetyl alcohol for the cetyl alcohol from the dolphins and the whales. So you really want to avoid that. And it's usually found in shampoos. Collagen, animal tissue, found in cosmetics. Hydrolyzed animal protein, used in cosmetics. Isopropyl palmitate, made from stearic acid. Keratin, made from horns, hooves, and feathers, and you'll find this in lotions quite often, keratin. Lactic acid, found in blood and muscle tissue, also produced by bacteria. So lactic acid may or may not be from an animal. Leather and suede, animal skin, used to make wallets, purses, furniture, and don't forget shoes, car upholstery, and jackets. Substitute synthetics. Lipase, from stomachs and tongues of calves, kids, and lambs. Glycerin, may be plant or animal derived, found in soaps. So check with the manufacturer to find out whether the glycerin is vegetable glycerin or not. Myristic acid, may be animal or plant derived, used as a flavoring. Progesterone, animal derived, used in medication to make you have periods, and anti-wrinkle creams. Use synthetics instead of regular progesterone. Rennet, from calves' stomachs, found in cheese. Sable brushes, made from sables, and this is like a weasel family animal. Use synthetic fibers. So you'll find sable brushes for artists. So artists, take note. Silk, cloth, sometimes used in silk screening. So is that t-shirt that you have totally animal free, or did they use silk to make the t-shirt? We don't know. Sterile alcohol, sterols, can be prepared from sperm whale oil. Alternatives, plant sources of stearic acid. So watch out for sterile alcohol and sterols. Urea, carbamide, urine, and other bodily fluids, used to brown pretzels. Now, how gross is that? You don't even want pretzels anymore, do you? Found in hairspray. Alternatives, synthetics. So you look for urea or carbamide on the ingredients list. Vitamin D2 can come from animal or plant sources. Also, choline, inositol, biotin, and riboflavin can also come from animals. So watch out for your vitamins. They could come from an animal. Lanolin, wool-derived, used in lotions. Benzoic acid, found in vertebrates, used to make sodium benzoate. So watch out for sodium benzoate or benzoic acid. It could come from an animal. The following products are tested on animals: Tide, Dawn, Windex, Febreze, Greenworks, Clorox wipes, Lysol, Ajax. An alternative to Ajax is Barkeeper's Friend. That's animal friendly. Also Drano, Liquid Plumber. Imagine the suffering of these animals. OxyClean, Arm & Hammer, and also Hawaiian Tropic, Copper Tone, and Banana Boat lotions. Burt's Bees, not vegan, and they do test on animals. So watch out for all of those brands. Now for the cruelty-free sunscreen, because you're wondering what to use as sunscreen, right? Third Rock Essentials, Alba Botanica, Jason, Kiss My Face, Nature's Gate, Ocean Potion, Suntegrity, Tart Tartagard, Yes to Cucumbers, My Shell Dermaceuticals, Trader Joe's Nourish Spray, Arbonne Mineral Sunscreen, and so on. So you can get animal-free and animal-friendly sunscreens that aren't tested on animals. White sugar. You should know about white sugar and brown sugar because both of them are used. They use bone char to purify the sugar. And they do this to brown sugar too. They use bone char to purify the sugar. And here's some brands of white sugar that are free of bone char. Michigan sugar, because it's made from sugar beets, so it doesn't use bone char. Florida Crystals brand. Super Value brand. This was essential every day. Western Sugar, Wholesome Sugar, C&H Sugar. That's a big one, C&H Sugar. You can find that lots of places. Savannah Foods, Imperial Sugar, Refined Sugars Incorporated, Sucanat, turbinado sugar, and beet sugar. So those are the sugars to look for. And the one you don't want is Domino, which is Tate and Lyle now. Tate and Lyle brand or Domino brand. They do purify with bone char, so you don't want to use those. Bone char is also used in the production of brown sugar, so always watch out for that. And so I haven't yet. I am meat free at this point. I haven't gotten vegan shoes or a vegan coat yet. I still have to do that. I can't afford it right now, but I'm going to be able to afford it pretty soon. So I'm doing my best to try to become vegan and to rid my life of animal products. I am meat free. There are some dairy products left over that I have to donate or get rid of. So I am making the move toward animal free. I'm Sarah Jane Alpha Wolf signing off. Have a terrific week and don't let your buzzing cell phone bother you.